Hey friends, welcome back. My name is Jason, and today we're going to turn this and this into a survival knife. A few layers of tape ought to keep me from getting cut while messing with this thing, because it is friggin' sharp. That'll do. I'm just gonna do a simple paracord wrap because, hey, it's paracord and it's nice to have some on hand if you should need it. And I would imagine about 6 feet or so, a full pull is gonna be enough cordage to get that job done. Should be plenty. The On-3 EDC is my personal everyday carry right here. I've had this one for, geez, maybe going on 3 years now. And it is a fantastic knife, big enough to do all the jobs, but small enough to carry with you every single friggin' day. If you want one, go to bearforestknives.com. There's a lot of ways to skin this cat, but I think this one is gonna work quite well. So I'm gonna do like that. I'm gonna miss the cordage, the piece of the tag end right there. I'm gonna miss it on the first wrap. I'm gonna get it on the second. Just like that, making it super tight the whole way through. Giving it a good yank on every wrap, making it really nice and tight and snug. Not ever gonna come off unless I want it to, unless I need the cordage for some reason, and I'll show you how we can do that after I get it wrapped up. Flatten this little ball of melted paracord up there so it fits nice and smooth and flush and doesn't stick up. Yeah. Wrap her up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place another piece of cordage right here, and we're going to start wrapping over top of it. Do it on this side like that. You can't see what I'm doing. So I've put another piece of paracord right there, just a short piece that I can hold on to and pull. And I'm gonna start wrapping the last few wraps around that. And then I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Around that loop of paracord, really tight. We got 6 feet of cordage on our handle here, which is awesome if we should ever need it for some reason. See that? So now I'm just going to be pulling those 2 tag ends there, and I'm going to rip that whole thing through. At least that's my plan. So pull on that, and that's going to rip all that cordage through those 4 wraps right there. Like that. So pull this puppy out of here. Cut it pretty short, but not too short. Like that. And then we're gonna melt this puppy. Get it good and molten like lava. And then quickly push it down in there. There we go. All right. Got her tucked down in there nicely. That, my friends, is probably the most expedient, simple, useful handle that you can do on a knife right there. Is it the most comfortable? Debatable. But it is pretty solid, right? I mean, I could put a big, nice, really nice wooden handle or bone scales or antler or something like that on there, but it's going to take significantly more time. And I just don't honestly think it's necessary, but now I have some extra paracord there if I should need it. I dig it. And nothing says survival knife like a paracord wrapped handle. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Gonna go ahead and put some gloves on, Because when we pull that PVC out of that toaster oven, it's gonna be hotter than 2 hamsters eating hot wings in a hot tub. And that's hot, in case you didn't know. All right. First thing I'm gonna do is just flatten out that pipe to make it easier to work with. I could probably do it all in one step, but I think I'll do a better job if I flatten it out first and have 2 nice workable halves. So that's what we're gonna do. Kind of like that. Right there. Just gonna leave it for a couple minutes in our homemade press and let it cool off, and then we can work with it. Perfect. So it will be 2 really nice, easy halves to work with. And the sheath that I'm gonna make is kind of a, I don't know what you'd call it, a pancake style instead of the taco kind. I like the pancake style. It takes up a little bit more space, use a couple more rivets, but I kind of like the flatness of them. I don't know, just personal preference, I guess. Now we're just gonna heat these babies back up. I could probably leave the tape on here and it would form fine around the blade, but I'm gonna take it off, get a little bit better fit. Safety third. Oh yeah, looking good. My Daniel Defense toaster oven, I think, is just about had it. The top elements, the top burners are not doing the burning. It's just the bottom ones, I think, that are functional at this point. I think Daniel Defense will take my toaster oven back. Will they honor the lifetime guarantee? Maybe? Check into that. Like that, like that. Slap-a-dee-doo. And smash. Perfect. We'll do 1 every inch. And then 1 at the very end. Like that. One of my favorite things to use for rivets is 22 casings. Spent regular old 22 long rifle casings. I dig it. All right, so that's what we're gonna start with, just those 3 holes. We're gonna pin it together with some 22 casings, and then we'll be just fine tuning it from there. So a 1/4 inch drill bit and a 22 casing fits real nice. Well, I say that and I struggle to get, there we go. 22 casing in the hole, we're in business. 1 pair of side cutters. And one hammy. I do about 1/8 of an inch, give or take. 1/8 of an inch still sticking out. Can you see that? About 1/8 of an inch, give or take. Trim it. Whoops, like that. And you're left with something that looks kind of like that. And then all you gotta do is place it securely on something firm, like the back of my vise right here, and smack it with a hammer. Just like that. And you're left with a pop rivet, basically, that has a little character to it. What I was supposed to do, but like a dummy, I got ahead of myself. It happens. I was gonna leave a long piece of this PVC on one side to bend it over and to use as a belt clip, but so much for that plan. So what I think I might do is use this strap right here that was on another knife sheath, and I'm gonna rig it up kind of like that right there. And then it can be carried horizontal, which I do like to carry a knife in that fashion. I've got to get rid of this one. I got to redo that. Works good for pencil sharpening. Bingo. I am officially out of 22 casings. If there was only a way to get more. That part right there is where we're going to get our retention, but I've got to open it up just a little bit to be able to get it in and out easier. And I'll pinch this down. I'll keep this part pinched down right there, but this part needs to be flared out just a little bit. Fine tuning right there. Just kind of molding it as it cools to get it to the shape I want. A sanding block. I must have used something. Must have been using this on something rusty. Look how dirty I'm making this sheath. It's okay. It's gonna get dirty anyway. Never concerned about dirt on my sheaths. This bright white sheath needs a little bit of brown on it anyway. Gonna put a little blue Loctite on there to keep it from falling off. Definitely don't want our sheath falling off. Good fit. Let's see how she rides. Probably wear it directly in front, kind of like that. It's a little bit close to my wing ding right there. Although I do like how that rides. That's low, it moves with you, so when you bend over, it's not stabbing you. Easy in and easy out. Just be careful not to stab myself. I might move it around to this position right here just so it's a little less likely to stab me, but I kind of like that right there. I can tip it up away from me, safely, securely insert it into the sheath, and it's not going to fall out. Bend over easily. Squat down, doesn't get in the way. I don't know. I kind of like it. I think that's kind of a cool design. It was a little bit by mistake, but I kind of like the way that's working. Listen to those cicadas. Cicadas make me hot. Just the sound of them. It's like Pavlov's dog when it drools, when it hears the bell because it knows that means food. The sound of a cicada means it's gonna be hot. It makes me sweat when I hear it. But I'm just gonna touch up the edge here. It's pretty dang sharp actually, as is, but I'm gonna just fine tune it a little bit with my diamond stone here, and then this knife will be ready for action. This knife is cool. It's actually got kind of a hollow ground, it looks like. It's got kind of a concaved edge as the grind goes down towards the point. So it looks kind of like that. Yeah, I think that's what we're working with here. So what that means is it's got a really thin, slicey edge, which might be kind of nice. I'm anxious to get out and try this puppy out and see how she handles. The edge on it, the actual edge, it's just kind of a I don't know what you'd call that, a saber maybe, just a flat grind basically to the keen cutting edge, and I'll eventually probably end up kind of convexing that. That's just, one, I'm not the greatest knife sharpener in the world. Two, that's what I prefer. I like a convex edge because it just seems to last a little longer. I'll tell you what, I do kind of like this Paracord wrap handle. That's nice. It's really simple and rugged, and I don't know, I kind of dig the way that feels in my hand too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Keen edge right there. One survival knife. Ready for adventure. How cool are those 22 casing rivets? I think that looks awesome. All right, friends. Well, there you have it. A survival knife and sheath ready for action in the wilderness. I think that's pretty cool. Daniel, thank you very much for watching this video. I really do appreciate this knife very, very much and the project that it provided. So I'm looking forward to taking it out. And the next video maybe tomorrow's video actually, might be me out in the woods testing this baby out, putting it through its paces, seeing how it holds up. But I really do appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I really, really, really would appreciate that. Thumbs up as always. I can't wait to see you on the next video. For today's comments are always helpful. Let me know what you think about this. Should we add accessories? You know, should there be a ferro rod, and should there be some duct tape and a fishing kit? And a lot of guys like to accessorize their survival knives. Me, I kind of like it just to be a knife. I've never really had the knives that have the ferro rods attached to them, because I'm just gonna have a lighter in my pocket and a ferro rod in my backpack, or vice versa, something like that. Never really saw the real need to have a fire starter attached to my knife. But anyway, I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comment section. I could be wrong. Maybe that is the way to go, have accessories on your knife, but I think this turned out pretty dang good. See you in the next one.